Hey, welcome to my journey into another mini planning grocery haul. This week I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new recipes. That's a lot. But I'll say most of the time I have new recipes on my meal prep. Unless it's something I'm just really wanting again. I try to find new stuff. And then I hadn't prepped for the past, 2 weeks? Has it been? And so I'm getting back to it this week. So let's just start. So, since I don't have anything prepped, but I do have some fresh eggs from Jones Chickens. I'm going to have some eggs Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, I'll have them till they're gone, but my breakfast is going to be a garden fresh, fresh egg from Jones Chickens. And so Wednesday I'm going to do it with cheese and a sandwich then. And then for lunch, I don't have anything prepped. And I couldn't think of nothing like what I had. I didn't order anything because I wasn't thinking about it. So I'm just going to do on the fly. And then supper, this is a new recipe I was going to try last week, but something came up. I think I forgot to thaw the chicken, and I didn't want to take a chance of cooking it in the microwave. So it's Southern style smothered chicken with some rice and beans, and I don't have that pointed out because it'll be something I'll just point when I make. Thursday, egg and cheese sandwich is 3 points. The thin is 5 on the fly for lunch. And then high point supper, meatloaf, 7, spinach baked. Oh, that's a new recipe. 9 points, but I mean, what can you do? And corn, the rest of the day's so low, I still won't even hit my points. So, I mean, you're okay. If you just eat lower points during the day, you can splurge and have a good supper. And then Friday, I'm going to use my other sandwich then because I have 2 left. Egg and cheese on the fly lunch. Supper, Alfredo pappardelle. I didn't point it because I wasn't sure how much I was going to eat. And I don't know. I didn't put it in the recipe builder yet because I don't know how many servings it would make. I had to look at something like this, a pasta and sauce recipe. I need to kind of look at it. It's the pappardelle that you get at Trader Joe's. And then a steak salad. I'm just making a salad with some steak on it, that John Soules steak. So whatever else I put on, I'll have to point at the time, but the steak is 2 points for 3 ounces. And then Saturday, I don't count nothing on Saturday. But instead of Hardee's, I'm going to make my own sausage gravy biscuits. Not my biscuits, they frozen biscuits. You'll see it coming up in the in the haul. On the fly lunch and pizza bowls for supper. And then Sunday, I'll be honest with you, I ain't pointed out Sunday neither, but it's peanut butter and jelly French toast. How much ever the jelly and the peanut butter are, I'm not sure how much I'm gonna put on it. Sometimes I'm just not sure. I have to see it first. I can't just guesstimate. Oh, I want to put a teaspoon of peanut butter on my French toast, and then I put a teaspoon on there. I'm like, well, you can't even see a teaspoon, so I need more. So I'm not trying to guess it. I'm gonna do it, see it, then I can put it in there. Sometimes you just have to work backwards. On the fly lunch, and then supper, shaved steak subs. I didn't get to those the other week. And this is a new recipe from the Spice and Tea Exchange. David bought a little kit. It's got the recipe card on it and the seasonings. It's garlic truffle tater wedges. Well, they call them potato. We call them tater wedges. It sounds really good. And you get a pack in there to make some ranch dip too. And then Monday, I will have prep for breakfast and lunch. That's 3 and 2 points. So it's 5 points for breakfast and lunch. And then supper, barbecue meatballs. I didn't point that out. It's a homemade barbecue sauce with these meatballs I have down there. And I think I got them at BJ's, but I bought them for something. I think I bought them because they've been in there a while. I can't remember what I bought them for, but they were too big. It was the big dinner size, and I needed the little cocktail size. So I'm going to make those with some baked potatoes. And just point that as you serve it up. Cabbage and beans. And then Tuesday, prep 5 points. This is a new recipe off of my best back of the box recipes. We'll do another one of those. And it's beans and franks, better known as beanie weenies. and it's a little different recipe, I guess you could say, than what I make. Broccoli and cheese and sweet potatoes. If you saw last week's, you saw those giant sweet potatoes that I got, by mistake. I'm gonna make those, and then for breakfast, the recipe is from Jamie Oliver. So I was calling them Jamie Oliver's oat pancakes. It was just a little blurb in one of these magazines I looked through, one of the women's magazines, just a little square inset on the page in a paragraph. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make those. I'm gonna have it. They're 3 points for serving. I'm gonna have it with some raspberries, and then lunch, Sweet Baby Ray's crock pot chicken. It starts with Sweet Baby Ray's sauce, which I'm using the sugar-free, and to add stuff to it. And there's 2 points if you eat, that much chicken with that much sauce. And Brussels sprouts. Of course, we know those are 0. So that is what I'm having. Sounds like a busy cooking week. I don't know why I do that to myself. I sit back there and have all these high ideas. Oh, I'm going to make this, and this, and this. And then when it comes time to make this, and this, I'm like, oh, I don't want to. But 9 times out of 10, I do. Sometimes I run into snags where I don't get to make what was on the menu. But it's not that often that it's because I don't feel like it. There's some other something that has happened. So this is what I'm going to try to make this week. All right. Groceries, Walmart delivery, Food Line pickup. So let's turn around and look. Here's my Walmart order, and I noticed when I was putting stuff up here, there's a couple things I forgot. But I'm doing Food Line, so that's fine. Got my almond milk in my half and half. And David wanted the Tropicana Light, and that was 2 points for a cup. And then, I can't believe it's not butter. I have gone back to using that in some instances. 1 point for 1 tablespoon. And the whey yogurts are David's, but I know they're 8 points. He's fell in love with those 2. And then the turkey breakfast sausages, you get 2 of those for 3 points. They're really good too. I didn't point out the cheddar because that's David's. The turkey pepperonis, hold on a minute. Oh, that's much better. The turkey pepperonis are 18 for 2 points. You can get up to 18 of them for 2 points. I won't use near that much in my pizza bowl. Near that much. Oh, I forgot to look these up, but seems like they're 6 points. If it's different, I'll put it on the screen. But we like the beef ones. And then we were out of stone ground mustard. And pork and beans I didn't point because they're going in a whole recipe. I'm not just going to sit down and eat them. So they'll be pointed out when I build the recipe. These I did not know they made Jiffy honey. So they'll be a little bit sweeter than Jiffy already is. And I thought, well, I want to try that. They're only 1 point more. Or maybe 2 points more. Anyway, they're 8 points a muffin. So that's high to pay, but if you watch the rest of your day, you can do it. And then I wanted brown basmati rice, but I had to get this jasmine brown rice. It's Thai fragrant whole grain rice. That'll work just as good. And then I think this is a substitute if they didn't have the one David wanted. And I did not scan this. These are his. But I'm thinking it's a substitute. I hope he likes it. And then I needed some more of my popcorn spray. I got 2 of them to make sure I didn't run out. And then I needed some French style green beans. And the popcorn spray is 0. The barbecue sauce, I didn't point it. I didn't even think to. And some sliced black olives. Then this is for my meatloaf. And then I'll have some left to put in the freezer. The steak strips are for our salad. And they are 2 ounces for 3 points, I do believe. The Mary B's biscuits. I'm making our own biscuits and gravy Saturday morning instead of Hardee's. They're 6 points a biscuit, which I don't think is bad for a biscuit. And then we got our produce. I got some Brussels sprouts for my meal prep, some mushrooms for our pizza, the frozen hash brown potatoes, those are David's, I don't eat those, and then green peppers and a big old cabbage, and broccoli, and raspberries. This was expensive. They better not go bad. This is for my breakfast prep, and David's bread. And I can't remember. I should have that memorized. I don't eat it, but I should have it memorized for y'all. It's a very low point bread. Like maybe you get 2 slices for 3 points or something. It's not bad at all. So there is my Walmart haul. Next up, Food Line. Here is my Food Line. Got some eggs, which John brought me a dozen eggs from her chickens, and I'm not gonna cook with those. I'm gonna eat those. You know, does that make sense? I'm gonna eat them as my breakfast, not cook them into a recipe, because I want to taste the freshness of the egg. And then the sausage is for this weekend. I didn't look the points up because y'all know I don't count my Saturday breakfast. And then the split breast, I decided to go with that for my meal prep because it's just more tender when you cook it in the crock pot. So that's the split breast on the bone. And then I didn't look this up because it's David. He wanted some cheese dip and chips, so that's what he got. And then the buttermilk. Oh, I think the buttermilk is, I can't remember what it's for, but I need buttermilk. And 1% is the lowest they had. They didn't have fat-free. And then some milk. And then I got a fat-free Catalina for my salad, and it is 2 points for 3 tablespoons. I think that's how it goes. And the raise is for my meal prep recipe, but if you were to eat it, it's 0 points for 2 tablespoons. So if you want to use it as a dip, there you go. Not bad at all. And then the Tostitos, those are David's. And the chicken cutlets, the thin chicken, the recipe I'm making for the southern, I can't remember what it's called, southern smothered chicken. You have to pound it, and so I figured I'd just get it already thin. And I got some bananas, which these are the biggest bananas. My goodness. My recipe uses 1 banana for the pancakes, but I declare, that looks like a lot of banana to me. And then the spring mix with the spinach in it, that's what David likes for his salad, so I got him that. And then instead of frozen corn on the cob, I thought, well, let's just try this, because those little corns I cut up the other week were so good. And then this is my lettuce, because I like the good crunchy lettuce. And then these, the blueberry lemonade. Is that what it's called? Blueberry lemonade. Yeah, I was thinking it was called something else. So I got that. They had raspberry lemonade, but they were out, so they substituted another strawberry, which is fine, because I like them. Jacob's favorite, too. So that is all I got from Food Line. If you see anything else back there, it's like non-food stuff I had to get or stuff I hadn't put up because Holly and the baby were here. So that is it. Let me show you. They're sitting right here. This is what it looks like when you get a dozen eggs from Joan, Rise and Shine Coop. Isn't that cool? So this is my Food Line. That'll be it for me today. Hope you're having a good hump day, and I will see you tomorrow for weigh-in.